Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Donald Trump, your president, is now threatening war with Nigeria. This after he campaigned to win the Nobel Peace Prize. Yeah. So not only does the United States want to go to war with Nigeria, they want to go to war with Venezuela. They want to go to war with Colombia. Why? What is this all about? Is this about human rights? Is somebody over there doing something to the people of their nation? Are there people dying in droves? Is mass murders occurring? Do they have mass shooters? And what is it? Because the United States is quite interested in foreign affairs. I've always been told before you try to get somebody else's house in order, you get your own house in order. I think that we can all agree that this house that we live in America is not in order. Which leads me to believe there's something more nefarious at play here. You see, Donald Trump is not interested in peace for the sake of peace and for the sake of the people, right? He claims that he wants to go to war with Nigeria, or he will go to war with Nigeria, and it will be fast and brutal. Because the Nigerians are harming Christians. Because they're harming Christians. Who believes that? Give me a thumbs up if you believe Donald Trump wants to go to war with Nigeria to save the Christian Nigerians in Nigeria. I mean, the black African Christian Nigerians. Donald Trump says that he wants to save the Christians in Nigeria when he can't even save the Christians in America. That's right, I said it. He can't stop the Christians in America from getting killed. So what is this really about? He claims that he's going to intervene because, over in Nigeria, they got these Islamic terrorist groups. And, these Islamic terrorist extremist groups. And they're just killing people left and right. And they're killing Christians specifically, left and right. Christians, they're killing Christians. You kill everybody else, but, he wants to help the Christians. He wants to save the Christians from the Muslims. But what about the Christians who killed the Muslims? Because you have in South Africa, you have in South Nigeria, the Christians, and then in North Nigeria, you have mostly Muslim. And they are all black Africans. For years and years and years and years and years, both sides have been guilty. The Christian Nigerians and the Muslim Nigerians, they've both been guilty of murder, rape, mayhem against each other. So how is it so cool for him to just step in and pick a side and say, well, I want to save the Christians and I don't care what happened to the Muslims? I find it very interesting that every time America so-called goes to war, they're going to war against a country that doesn't have the resources to defend itself. This is why it's important, fam, to always arm yourself. Because you can be the most peaceful nation or peaceful person in the world. Eventually, somebody will try you. And I absolutely love what the people out of China said a few days ago. Actually, this is an older video that I watched that I actually shared on the channel, where a dignitary in China said China will never fire the first shot, but China will not allow you to fire a second shot. That is the mentality that all countries should have. That is the mentality that all people should have. America has never went into another country and left that country better off than it was before it invaded that country. They would have us think that every time they're going into another country, it is to preserve human rights. No, it is to get those resources. Do you really think for a fraction of a second that Donald Trump cares about Africans killing Africans? I don't give a damn if they're Christians, Muslims, non-denominational, Protestant, whatever. He don't give a damn about no Africans, black Africans getting killed. Black Africans have been getting killed for centuries. He don't care about that. This is about oil. Nigeria is home to the biggest oil repository in Africa. So what do you think this is really about? This is about oil, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. This is the part about Africa that I do not like. Africa, there is no country in Africa that can defend itself against America. And I say America specifically because America will be, if Africa, any country in Africa is invaded, more than likely, it will be by hating ass America. That's who will invade Africa, hating ass America. So this is why, with all of the great things that is going on in Africa, it's hard for me to say, okay, this is where I'm going. If they had a country in Africa that could defend itself against America, I'd go today. I'd go out there today. I'd relocate today. Absolutely, I'd do it today. That's not to say that I'm not supportive of African nations. I'm very supportive of those African nations. But they got to be able to defend themselves, because America has shown you the propensity to hate on black progress. These motherfuckers is the hatingest motherfuckers in all of the world. So if they see anything that they want to, that they don't like, or they see something they do like, in their minds, they can go over there and take it. That's the way they operate. You cannot negotiate with a bully. You cannot trust a bully. The only thing that a bully respects is a formidable threat. No more talk.